Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This is Gaiana.ascended Tarot and my name is Anastasia. Today's topic is going to be how did they feel the last time they saw you, or the last time that you spoke, the last time you interacted with this person. How did they feel, whether they saw you online or whether they saw you in person or video call, or however that situation occurred, whether you were there or not. This is how your person felt the last time they saw you. So we have 3 piles to choose from as usual. So for pile 1 today, you have the lavender little jar here and the Serenity with the lavender flower and the Provençal fritillary. I don't know how to say this, but that's the butterfly. And these are so cool because they're like butterfly dragons. Really pretty cards. And you have the Oneness Tarot. Pile 2, you have the roses, the little rosebuds. You have this rose affection card with the Reveredens blue. I'm not sure why the butterflies all have such difficult names to pronounce. I've noticed I have trouble with that. So you also have the Adventure Tarot. And for pile 3, you have the Amethyst. And you have this Bravery card with the oak leaves, the purple hair streak. So someone may have a streak of purple in their hair. And you have the Under the Oaks Tarot, or Under the Oak Tarot. Okay, you will have grab bags with confirmations at the end. We have overall energy for each pile, as well as advice and messages cards. And so go ahead and stick around. And remember, center yourself, take a deep breath, connect to your own energy. Before you choose a pile, it's good to ground and center yourself in your own energy, and then tune into the energy of your person. And you can choose whichever pile or piles you're drawn to the most. The timestamps will be pinned in the comments. They will also be in the description, along with my email. And if you are someone who is a returning client, or someone who has taken down my email and has not emailed me yet, I have switched my email. The first part of the email is the same, but I had to switch to my Gmail that was associated with my YouTube, just because the other email was becoming inconvenient, its functions and all of that. So little note about that. And just remember never to make major life decisions based on a general YouTube tarot reading. And if a message isn't for you, if it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Not every video reading or message will be for every viewer. And I think that's pretty much everything. So I'll give you a moment to tune into your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome, pile 1. If you chose the lavender with the Serenity card with the lavender flowers and the Provençal fritillary butterfly, then and the Oneness Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. So we have your little grab bag with confirmations for the end. We'll have signs, letters, numbers, and other attributes there. And then we have the overall energy here. We'll get into how your person felt the last time they saw you, whether you saw them or not, and no matter what the circumstances were. And so this could be a connection where you feel very calm, very serene in this person's presence. Someone here could really love the scent of lavender. Someone could have a garden or work with essential oils or herbs. There is a feeling of maybe this person brings you as much, I'm hearing like as much as yeah, I'm nervous. This person excites you in some ways, but also like maybe once you're in this person's presence, like even though it's kind of exciting and exhilarating and a little bit intense, there's an awkwardness here. Then there's this calm that sort of washes over you once you spend time with this person. Yeah, let's see what else comes out for the overall energy. Actually, just going to move that over there. We'll put this here. Okay. So let's see what comes out. So we have turn criticism into kindness. Yes, so there may be a need to soften things with this person. Maybe you have learned to be more gentle, more kind, more soft in your approach with communication with this person. There could have been a need for maybe forgiveness. Yeah, there could be two different ethnicities, cultural backgrounds. Okay. We have warm brew, speak softly to disarm any dispute or confusion, honest, vital, patient. That was what I was feeling, like speaking softly. So there's something about, okay, I want to bring this situation back to a place of calm. So let's see what else. Yeah, and I feel incredibly shy in this pile, you guys. And I've been doing this for a long time, but I feel really, really shy right now. Wow, yeah, withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. I feel very shy. I feel very quiet. I feel nervous. Yeah, okay. I long to feel noticed by you. Oh, so someone in this connection might be feeling like the other person isn't really noticing them. They might be feeling lonely. So this can be you or your person, as I mentioned. And we have family. So you may have a family with this person, or this person may already have a family, or you may desire to build a family with this person, or something about their family of origin. Maybe, someone is a single parent, and you would be, someone here would be taking on the role of a parent if they were to be in a commitment here. And I'm also seeing green, blue, green and blue eyes could be significant. And we have the Chariot. So there could be travel or distance here. We have Cancer energy. There is a feeling of maybe being opposites too, and trying to find a balance between the two of you. Trying to find some sort of common ground, and a desire to really move this to calmer waters is kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah, wow, I feel like I've never done tarot before in my life. So nervous right now, you guys. The energy I'm sitting in from your person is like the last time they saw you, they were like really happy to see you, but they also felt really, really nervous and maybe a little bit lonely, and like maybe you weren't fully noticing them, but that could also be you, because this is just the overall energy. So let's get into how they felt the last time they saw you with the tarot and some oracle cards. How did pile one's person feel the last time they saw pile one, please? How did pile one's person feel the last time they saw pile one? The present moment. Wow. Yeah. They felt there was a lot of emotion. Succulents retain water. So they felt a lot of emotion, but it's like they kept it to themselves. They didn't share their feelings, but they did feel like they were maybe like something was opening up, something was blossoming. Succulents are also very hardy plants. A lot of them, they survive without very much water because they hold on to the water. So there may not be a lot of time that you have with this person. And yeah, it's like this person is holding on to their feelings, but their feelings are like growing. Their emotions are like building up inside. So the last time they saw you, their emotions were kind of like building up inside of them. I don't know where to put any. They may have felt really awkward as far as like their appearance too, and how they looked. If you two were actually together, especially if you saw each other, at a family function, or you had an intimate encounter here. They were concerned about their appearance. Okay, how did they feel the last time they saw my pile ones? Oh, I pinky swear. Some of you did get to hold this person's hand. Yeah. But either way, they wanted to wrap their hands. They wanted to hold your hand. They wanted to wrap their arms around you. This person felt a lot of love. They felt a lot of mutual affection and emotion between the two of you, or for you if you didn't see this person. Although a lot of you saw this person, it's like both of you saw each other, even if it wasn't in person. So there was a desire to hold on to you. And a lot of emotion. They felt like the two of you were very kindred This could have been a moment where the two of you made up from an argument or saw each other again after a separation for a lot of you. Yeah. Okay, how did pile one's person feel last time they saw pile one? Nine of Pentacles. They felt, I'm hearing like $1,000,000. They felt like they were coming home. There's a little bird going to the birdhouse. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. That's a They Might Be Giants song. Yeah, I'm so concerned about where the cards go. And I always fidget with the cards, but my goodness, the energy is really fidgety. Yeah, so they were maybe trying to conceal the fact that they felt kind of fidgety and nervous and uncomfortable at first. They felt, yeah, they really felt good. And they felt like you looked really good, like you were looking really good. Were they looking good enough? They felt like you were glowing. You know, the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's really taking good care of themselves. So maybe they felt like you were, you know, taking really good care of yourself. Some of you, this person could have come to your home or flown to you from a distance or traveled, yeah, or driven to you, or you traveled to them. How did pile one's person feel when they saw pile one last? Three of Wands. So yeah, if there is a distance, this person felt anticipation, like they wanted to travel to you. They were looking forward to seeing you. And they want to see you again. So they were feeling excitement, anticipation. They were feeling a sense of calm underneath the nervousness. They were feeling warm. Yeah. Like their heart was opening. Okay, so let's clarify the present moment card. We have strength. So a lot of passion, Leo energy there. Clarify the Two of Cups. The Inspiration of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. And the Six of Cups. Oh, this person feels such sweet energy. So maybe some of them saw you on a postcard. You could have sent this person a postcard, or maybe it was Valentine's Day, or there could have been a letter written or photos. They could have just seen you in some sort of memorabilia. Okay, and we have the Ten of Cups here. So they were feeling, so first of all, they were feeling a lot of passion, a lot of desire, and there is a feeling of comfort. Look at this hand on the bear's face, like there's a sweetness. And some of them really were trying to tame their passion, and they were actually trying not to reveal how much they, in some ways, may put you above them. Yeah, they were trying to hide how important you are to them for some reason. They felt like they had to hide. I'm hearing the Beatles, you have to hide your love away. So they felt in some ways like, yeah, they had to hold on to these feelings. But they did feel very inspired. And there is something about writing a letter. So it could have been a message or a letter or a package that was involved in this situation. Yeah, and there's like a magnifying glass. So someone could have just been watching you from a distance, and that's a chickadee. Those are some of my favorite birds. And these look like blue jays, but they're not. I'm not sure what those birds are. Chickadee-dee-dee. That's what chickadees say, or chickadee-dee. I'm going to get super distracted by the birds, so I need to focus. This is someone who is anticipating something growing from this, but it feels very slow. It feels like they don't want you to know how much they want to build something with you. It feels like this is something that they felt very curious. They also felt like, you know, you have like something about your wheels turning, the gears turning in your head. It's like something about wanting to open up, wanting to. Chickadees are actually very, very smart too, and they're very brave birds. They're tiny little puffballs. They're so brave. And so maybe they felt like you were being very courageous. The two of you were, Yeah, there's something about you just inspiring this person. So there was a lot of affection, there was a lot of passion, and this person they restrained it. There was something, for most of you, this person restrained their passion. There may have just been like, it felt like a touch and go kind of thing. So, and wanting to protect you, feeling very protective of you, but protective of their own heart too. And a deep feeling of nostalgia or familiarity, comfort, reminiscing, a feeling of reminiscing, and just so much happiness. Oh, wow. The 9 of Cups. Oh, 10, 9, and 8. And the Chariot. Oh. This person felt really, really blessed. And there's something here about cutting and running. It's almost like your person felt like running away. Even though you make them so happy, there's such a beautiful connection here, but this person, some of them also might be letting go of something in order to move towards you. So there's a feeling of, I don't want to lose pile 1. This is such a golden opportunity. This is such a beautiful, like, you stand out. Golden, is that a Harry Styles song? You make this person so happy. They felt a lot of bliss. They felt a deep soul connection, a lot of love, a lot of bliss, nostalgia. But they also felt like cutting and running. And they may have been experiencing a lot of synchronicities. Wow. Whoops. Tower and the Lovers. So synchronicities may have led the two of you to see one another again. Or after this interaction or this time that they saw you, they started to see a lot of signs and synchronicities, and it was a bit shocking. Yeah, this person felt a lot of emotion and then some sort of crash or like a letdown in a way. And they did feel like they had, like, maybe they felt like you may have sort of been elusive. There was some sort of elusiveness here. But it feels more like your person. But there's mirroring feeling going on here too. Like both of you were kind of struggling to, I'm seeing like cats like moving around each other and like sussing each other out sort of energy. Like there's such a sweetness here, but there's also kind of a feeling of like mistrust, or I have to hide my love, or I can't express my passion, or I don't know, it's so happy when we're together and then it's so devastating when we're apart. Wow, the Lovers and the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles. This person wants to make you their person, but they feel like there's a lot of obstacles in the way. The 9 of Wands underneath that. This person may have been struck by their feelings for you in a very profound way. So let's get into some oracle cards and then we will get you their messages. So how did pile 1's person feel the last time they saw pile 1? Unexpected connection, opposites attract. Yeah, they were struck. That's the feeling I'm getting from this Lover's card. And underneath the Tower, this person was like, oh my God, I'm absolutely, like, I want this. I want to open my heart. I want this connection. I want the depth of this. I want to make this happen. I want to manifest this. But I feel like your person, there's something about hiding it from you. They don't want you to know that. So it's like stalking prey. Like the two of you wanted to pounce on each other, but for some of you, you didn't. Because you couldn't. Or it just wouldn't have been the right thing to do. All right. Divine timing, a serendipitous event. Yes, serendipity. It was some sort of synchronistic or serendipitous event. We have Big Ben here, so England could be significant. Okay, let's keep going. I feel kind of speechless, you guys. I feel kind of dreamy. I feel like, yeah. seeing you calmed this person down, but it also made them want to like marry you, but also run away. So it's very intense. Okay. Self-love, love yourself first. Yeah, I do feel like this person feels like they need to build up their self-esteem in order to make this work. They could have been looking at pictures of you also, especially if you had like a picture with this particular angle or image. They were feeling passion, a lot of passion, but it was, yeah, and they may have had to, if the two of you didn't have an intimate encounter, this person may have been like very, I don't want to say it. People can hear right through my door and there's someone in the hallway and I'm like, oh my gosh, this person was very, I feel so shy. This is really funny. Okay, so pile one, your person, you know, they did the thing, the self-love thing. That's all I'm going to say. I think the people across the way are new neighbors too. And I've realized this, you can hear everything I'm saying in the hallway when I'm sitting right next to my door, and my front door is right next to my desk. So maybe the two of you weren't alone either. So, you know, and maybe they were even, yeah, okay, we're not, okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm blushing. I'm moving on. Okay, let go of the past. Clear energy to allow more love into your life. Yes, so maybe they're feeling like, okay, this person might be wanting to cut ties with something else in their life and move forward with you, especially if this is someone that you had a breakup with, or, you know, you've had kind of an ongoing connection. There's a deep connection here. It's like this person was like, okay, well, I want to let go of the past. I want to actually allow more love into my life. So there is this feeling with the man and the woman here, like maybe your person was like hoping to warm you up again. Yeah, definitely warming you up again. I'm feeling that, like, are you still upset with me? And friendly support, fairies, guides, and friends give aid. Yeah, are you still upset with me? What can I do to make you happy with me again? Yeah, you could have seen this person with friends or family at some sort of event for some of you. But they do feel like you're a very supportive friend. You're very kind. You're like a little fairy or a guide. You may have done something to help or guide this person in some way. They have a lot of respect for you too. Okay, so how did they feel the last time they saw my pile ones? Past life. Again, wow. So this is giving, like, maybe they felt like the two of you are kind of stuck in a pattern. Like you can't really let go of each other. And maybe it does feel a little frustrating. Like this person feels such an intense happiness when they're with you, but then they also feel like running away. And they also are afraid that like maybe you're going to repeat a pattern with each other. So there's definitely apprehension coming through this pile, that energy of apprehension, but anticipation. Really wanting to move slow. And then we got clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. Yes, some of you, this person was looking at your photos, or you were on a camera, like on a video or a video call. Someone could like collect old cameras too. Olympus trip 35 is on there. The Olympics could be important. Mount Olympus. Someone could have gone on a trip. Someone could be 35. They were very aware of your value. Yeah, and also I think this person feels like they're a little bit in over their head. Okay, one more card. Resistance. Yeah, they were feeling timid. They were repressing and suppressing their desire. And you may have been, okay, I think you both were. This is a feeling of like one of you really wanting to pounce and the other one feeling it, but just being like, no, I'm, you know, it's almost like there was this softness, this sweetness, this shyness that this person felt. Yeah. Yeah, there was a feeling of like trying to open up, like wanting to open up, but just not wanting to really allow it completely. Like I'm afraid of repeating the same pattern, so I'm going to suppress my desire. I'm going to suppress my emotions. Influences, attachment, third parties, peers. So yeah, some of you were with other people with friends, but there could have been some sort of third-party situation that could have been the reason the two of you had some sort of criticism or conflict or separation. So there is this feeling of like, I don't want to get hurt again. So yeah, if one of you is attached to someone else, or there were a lot of people around, your person felt like the two of you couldn't really truly open up. Yeah. And then boundaries. Yeah, no drawing the line enough. Yeah, someone here may very much be like, okay, well, we can only be friends. You know, there's too many patterns, too much repeating sort of arguing or drama that has happened here. Because there's obviously something about disputes and criticism that was healed in this moment, but also was the reason that the two of you were, I feel like, kind of holding back. Okay, so anything else? Separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. So some of you didn't see this person and they were really missing you. And those of you that did, that you saw each other, they felt sad, bitter, depressed, like worried about the future after the two of you separated. There was like a crash. Like once you saw each other, it brought up all these old emotions. And, you know, they felt a little prickly. And this is somebody who doesn't want this. It's like there's an energy of, I really want everything to be sweet, soft, serene, calm, beautiful. But there's something blocking the two of you. Okay, and grounding. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance. So it was, yeah, there's something about the two of you not being able to ground this. But when you're together, things start to feel calm. They feel more grounded. It feels like, okay, we can do this. Like we can grow something here. So it does feel like this person was really, there was like a makeup here. Like either somebody felt the desire to make up with you, or if you were with this person, because we've got two scenarios. Somebody who observed you, but you did not interact with, who now wants to come and make things up to you. They want to soften things, sweeten things up, and they miss you, and they want to come in as a friend and repress these feelings that they're experiencing, but they want to see you again. They want to be noticed by you. They want to experience this connection again. Others of you, you saw this person and you healed from something, an argument, and it felt really good, but then at the same time, they felt like they had to run away and they couldn't really express themselves fully, and then they felt like a crash, like really intense, sort of like cut. They felt cut off. Yeah. And sort of left with their feelings and their desire and their longing. And they really want to ground this. They want this to be stable, secure. They value your friendship. They feel like you're a part of their family, their soul family, and you're a friend, and you're very, very important to this person. No matter what happens between the two of you, this person's like, I don't ever want to lose you. They did feel kind of attached to you, and they don't want to lose you. Unconditional love, giving, receiving, fairness, love, affection, return, blowing kiss. So someone could chew bubble gum. It's funny. But they did, yeah, there was a feeling of like wanting to kiss you or blowing kisses because there was a physical distance. You weren't like physically together. Definitely video call for some of you. But there was unconditional love here. And there was a feeling of reciprocity, like, okay, we're okay. Everything is, I'm hearing everything is fair in love and war. I don't even know if that's the right phrase. They did feel mutual affection though. There's a very sweet feeling here, but there's a sadness. There's definitely a sadness. Okay, so now we are going to get your messages from this person. Okay. We're going to do the spring flowers today. Today is officially the first full day of spring. We have the equinox, the vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. And so our connection runs soul deep. I find it attractive when you accept my compliments. I love fantasizing about our future together. Yeah, I do feel like this person fantasizes about being able to grow something, build something, have a connection with you. I was confused before, but it all makes sense to me now. What you love, I love too. So there's a commonality here. Like you have a lot in common with this person. Oh my gosh. It's uncanny how I did that, isn't it? It's uncanny what we have in common. It's uncanny how the reader just read the card before it came out. Maybe you can kind of read each other's minds too. Yeah. I couldn't spit that out. My most precious treasure is you. I feel like this person wanted to say so much more than they said to you. They suppressed a lot of their admiration, their adoration, their affection, their passion, their desire. I was so lost. Meeting you changed everything. I love waking up next to you. So some of you did have an intimate encounter, or this person is like wanting to wake up next to you. And I took you for granted. I won't make that mistake twice. What doesn't break us makes us indestructible. Okay. This is such a sweet, romantic, like star-crossed lovers energy though, you guys. It's sad. I know that the fire that burns in me burns in you is the same that burns in me. Forgive me, I've never felt this way before. I do not know how to act. Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, I don't even know how to do tarot, apparently. My love for you is without bound. I know you are my other half. Give me more time. I'm not good enough for you yet. Your beauty cascades over me, or your handsomeness if you're a masculine. I can never say it, but I do love you. You are healing my soul, but it is a work in progress. I believe you, and you are the answer to my whole life. Okay, so for confirmations and advice first, we'll do advice. So what is your advice? Wow, that came out really fast. Number 7, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So if you're feeling scared, if you're feeling hurt, if you're resonating with any of this, feeling like you want to cut and run, or, you know, it felt painful to see this person and then be separated, or you're missing them, just know that the only thing that is real is love. And 7, Chariot energy, really strong. So July could be significant. And definitely there could be a distance here with this globe, and that looks like a satellite. Yeah, it's a satellite and a spaceship in a galaxy. So someone could be really into space. There's these doves of peace here, and this rainbow. The rainbow is a promise of peace. And gosh, these cards, I could lose myself in them. There's so much in this card, you guys. But see this hand reaching out to that child. It's like, I think there's a lot of inner child healing that is happening right now inside of both of you. There's a very deep, like, spiritual connection here. And this almost looks like the head of like an elf. And these look like ears of like an elf. And this is like the neck. So this is a very mythical, mystical, magical sort of otherworldly energy. I keep saying that lately, otherworldly, probably because I'm watching Star Trek. Deep Space Nine. Don't be afraid. The only thing in this connection that is real is love. So all of the fears, all of the triggers, all the shadows, anything that's come up between the two of you, the doubt, the pain, it's not real. The false evidence appearing real. That's an acronym, FEAR, fear, false evidence appearing real. And then 50. So somebody could be 50 here. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Yeah, there's something about this connection needing a foundation and you needing to focus on your foundations right now. Maybe this is something that both of you need to do. There is a sense of loyalty here, a very strong sense of loyalty. We have foxes and badgers, and foxes are actually monogamous in nature, but they are considered stealthy and like a sign of deception or, hiding. But they're stealthy because they're sneaky and they go in the fox in the hen house energy. So maybe there's a fox in the hen house. If you have another relationship, like maybe you need to be considering that. That's just for some of you. But this feels like really focusing on what it is that makes you happy. What do you want? How committed you are to love versus fear in this situation. And are you willing to build with this person? Yeah, so it's not like, yeah, Spirit's saying like, think about that, consider it. Think about how committed you are to love, to choosing love in this situation, especially if you have a lot of conflict or anger or triggers or shadows that come up around this person, or they're not able to show up for you correctly, or you aren't at this time. So it's like, don't get caught up in that. Be in the present and dream of the future. 40, when we dream, everything is possible. Egypt could be important. Yeah, don't get caught up in your fear. Stay in the present moment, focus on your own foundation, stay grounded, and believe in the impossible. Open up to what is possible in this connection and in your life. Yeah. Okay, so confirmations for you today. Actually, we gotta put that back there. Okay, so we have older, so there could be an age difference. Someone here could be older, rebel, outdoorsy, talkative, and stubborn. We have vulnerability. Oh my gosh, I just did a short on my other channel, Gaiana Intuitive Tarot, and the Three of Cups in the Psychic Love Tarot came out with that heart and hand. So it's okay to be vulnerable with this person, and I think the two of you are learning how to be vulnerable, how to be open-hearted, how to connect, right? Reach out to one another without fear. We have short hair, blonde hair, average height, brown eyes, average weight. This soul bond is sacred, so this could feel like a counterpart of some sort. Definitely feeling a past life energy. Someone here could be Buddhist or just interested in like meditation and, you know, Eastern philosophy. And then we have Eastern, speaking of Eastern, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East and the Levant. Okay. All right, so we're just going to see what signs want to come out. I'm doing the signs a little differently. Okay, so we have Sagittarius, Gemini, Leo, Aquarius, and Pisces. And we'll have some numbers and letters. That's stacked on top of that one. So 2, 5, and 1, and another 2, so 22. And we have 55, 3, and 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there could be a lot of steps that need to be taken in order for this to work out. Like, you know, building on one step and then being able to move to the next. Like, you can't skip any steps in this situation. And the solar plexus chakra. Yeah, you're definitely getting nods to my other channel. So something about this connection has required a lot of self-esteem, personal power, strength, foundations, passion, drive. There is a lot of drive, a lot of passion between the two of you. But there's also a need for healthy boundaries and learning how to communicate and work through challenges. And it feels like that's something that is in progress. Something really shifted the last time this person saw you, and it feels like you're progressing. And there's a healthier way of relating. Okay, so we have C, X, H, P, 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 N, A. Someone could, yeah, be recovering from, because I was hearing the steps too, like I'm hearing Narcotics Anonymous, so somebody could be recovering from that. Another C, so CC, I, R. I just heard IRL, so some of you, this person and you have never met in real life, and that could be why the foundation issue is such an important thing here. We have M and we have a D, so someone could be a doctor. We have a K, an N, so that's 2 N's, with an O. Knockout. TKO, I just heard TKO, you're a total knockout. J, another H, with a Q, another M, another D, double D, a Y, and another I. Okay, my loves, that is your reading pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile. or video, and I hope to see you again. And I do personals. My email's in the description. And please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype. That helps me a lot. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 2. If you chose the roses and the affection card with the rose and the Reverend's blue butterfly, this is your reading. And you also have the Adventure Tarot here and your grab bag with confirmations at the end. It's right there, and this is the overall energy between the two of you at this time. So let's get into this. We will also have messages, advice as well. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of affection here between the two of you. Roses could be important. Someone's name could be Rose. There's a feeling of, I'm hearing like reverie with this butterfly's name here. I'm also hearing someone could love the color blue or indigo. Indigo or blue could be significant. And before I started this pile, I kept hearing every rose has its thorn. I think that's Guns N' Roses. I'm not sure. So even though this is a very beautiful, affectionate connection between the two of you, very special, very precious, I'm hearing, it also could have its, thorns. There could be some things that are really like a thorn in your side in regard to this person at this time. Okay, so the overall energy between you. Breathe in bliss, exhale bullshit. So yeah, maybe this is a time where you're just like, okay, let's just be chill. I'm hearing like be chill. Yeah, this could have been a connection where you really felt like you had to center yourself and not get caught up on any of the negativity or, the thorns. Not letting yourself get like caught on the thorns is what I'm hearing. So maybe the two of you have been really just trying to like stay calm and in alignment. We have power balance. Yeah, calm and in alignment, balanced. Have mutual respect and shared responsibilities, equality, respect, care. So there is a feeling of working towards mutual respect, shared responsibilities, a sense of camaraderie. Yeah, bringing things into balance seems to be important right now in this connection. We have exhaustion, depleted, drained, long journey. So it could have been a very long journey with this person. Someone here could work at a distance, like travel for work, or there could be a distance between the two of you. You could feel, a little bit drained when it comes to like this balance. Like maybe it's kind of exhausting trying to maintain balance or create balance in this connection between the two of you. We have, I'm always drawn to your heart's light. So yeah, and look at these pretty little lights here. So something about sparkly lights and trees and a tree swing or some sort of romantic event or fireflies, a walk in the woods or something is coming through for some of you. But you're always drawn to one another, and the full moon could be significant. You could feel a very spiritual connection. You could feel like this person activates different energy centers as well, and you always feel like connected or drawn to them. 5 of staves, 5 of wands. So yeah, there could be a power struggle between the two of you, and right now you guys are just trying not to argue. But yeah, there could have been competition too. You could have felt like you were put in competition, but it does feel like this is a time to like breathe out and like let go of any of the fighting, any of the drama around you or around this connection, or if there's competition. And we have obstacles. Yeah, it does feel like there's something blocking the two of you, something in the way. And look, there could be literally like a roadblock. Also, there could have been like a landslide. Oh, that song by Fleetwood Mac, Landslide. And a landslide brought me down. That's such a beautiful song. Go listen to that song, you guys. I love that song. Time at times getting old. Even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I was trying to think, there's a lyric that's trying to come through, but I can't get it. But yeah, so just go listen to that song, because maybe you've known this person for a really long time. It's been a really long journey. You've fought a lot of obstacles between the two of you, or it's been feeling like a very long journey to find someone that can like resonate with you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Some of you, this is like a new person that you're just getting to know and you're worried about competition. Okay. You have like had a lot of obstacles in love, and you've had a lot of difficulty finding someone that can like meet you at your level and have mutual respect and care. And so it does feel like some of you are kind of in this single energy where there's somebody in your heart that you're always drawn to and that's always drawn to you, but you're also like trying to figure out how to just kind of stay in your own energy and not let these things affect you. And maybe, yeah, meeting new people hasn't been working, or meeting new people is triggering memories of this person. Okay, there's a whole storyline there, but I'm trying to stay focused. So let's focus on how your person felt the last time they saw you. How did pile 2's person feel the last time they saw pile 2? We have the 7 of Pentacles. This is really cool because this 7 of Pentacles is actually on the top of a mountain, and it reminds me of the 7 of Wands. So it reminds me of overcoming obstacles and kind of standing your ground and being successful. So this person felt like they felt a strong desire to invest in you, and it feels like an investment is paying off. So something about their investment paying off here with you. Okay, interesting. Like you've reached some sort of point. Something is maturing. Definitely something is maturing. Okay. How did this person feel when they last saw pile 2, please, Spirit? The 8 of Wands. And this one, the 9 of Wands in reverse, and they wanted to come out together. So this is somebody who wanted to put their walls down, and really, they had to slow themselves down because they very much wanted to like rush in here. There was a lot of passion. It was very exhilarating to see you again. And they really wanted to, they had a lot to say, or they wanted to say a lot. They really felt like they were putting their walls down, or the two of you were putting your walls down. Yeah. Some of them want you to put your walls down. Some of them had to get to a higher vantage point to try to get over an obstacle. Somebody may have had to climb to the top of the mountain to get internet also. It's interesting. Something about a protest as well could be significant. Let's see, pile 2's person, how did they feel the last time they saw pile 2, please? Ace of Wands in reverse. I guess we're taking reversals in this pile. Spirit is flagging them for me today. They were repressing a lot of desire here. This is someone who felt extremely passionate, but like maybe this was a false start. Like there is a strong feeling of like wanting to rush ahead passionately and being like, no, I gotta chill. I have to stay calm. So they felt very like fired up. Okay, they felt very fired up, but they were like, no, slow down. Yeah, they felt maybe a lot of conflicting passion too. There was a lot of passion and affection that this person felt when they saw you last, and they felt like they couldn't act on it. Okay. Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Swords. So Sagittarius energy with the Wheel of Fortune, often fixed signs as well. Their compass was pointing towards you. And something else too, my goodness. This person felt like it's only a matter of time. Like they had to go calm themselves down. That's interesting, you guys. Pile 1, that person, you know, they were definitely feeling a lot of affection, and they were feeling shy and timid about, their desire, and they felt it. But this person was like, lit up on fire and trying really hard to like contain it. They were very excited. They wanted to like really get this going, and they felt like, okay, I want to move this. There's a lot of movement energy here. Like I want to move this forward. And figuring out something about travel could be significant here. like it feels like it was fated to see you again. What direction is this compass pointing? Well, I don't know, because it doesn't have north, south, east, west on it, really. Yeah, it did feel like when am I going to get to ride the rapids? My goodness. This person was feeling frisky, you guys. There's a frisky energy, a feisty energy, but a repression. And it felt like, yeah, like they wanted something, but instead of acting on it, I'm hearing they ran away, they noped away. Spirit's like, remember when we used to say noped away all the time? Okay, hang on. They were a little bit of a mess inside. I just dropped a bunch of cards. Yeah, this person was super excited and very passionate and full of fire and really conflicted and just spicy, feeling spicy. And they just wanted to run away. They needed to calm themselves down. Yeah, and I do feel like, yeah, there's a feeling of being afraid of having some sort of fight or conflict as well. Just because the Six of Swords is usually moving away from the Five of Swords, and we have the Five of Wands here too, and there's like breathe in bliss, exhale bullshit. So this person's like, I feel like in a way your person like wanted to get away before anything else happened. That feeling of like, I got to make sure to stay calm, stay balanced, stay present here. So there was a feeling of like rushing in and rushing out before there could be any sort of conflict, before there could be any sort of protest or any sort of problem. They were like, all right, I'm out. This is too intense. I want to ride this wave, but also maybe it's not the right time. Yeah, but there was a really strong desire of, you know, the term getting lucky in terms of like having an intimate encounter was on this person's mind. But they felt blocked from being able to do that. Okay, so how did pile two's person feel the last time they saw pile two? So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they wanted to, this is somebody who really, you could have gone out for pizza with this person or something like that. Someone could wear cat ears. But it feels like maybe this was a date for some of you and this person wanted to hook up on the first date, but they were like, no, that's a really bad idea. Or this was an encounter. There's definitely an encounter here where being intimate was not on the table, but they wanted it to be. And they wanted you on the table and the floor and the couch. Okay, hello, pile two, your person. So they wanted to speed things up, but they were slowing themselves down. And there could have been a sense of like being unreliable. Like this person was maybe a little bit, you know, there was a fleeting sort of energy with this person. They may have felt like they waited a really long time to see you and that it was too short also. I do feel like this person felt like they needed to be a little more reliable in this situation if they were going to get what they wanted. That's what I just heard. I'm going to get what I want. I better be a little more reliable. Also, I don't know why I'm feeling like reversing those, but maybe this person is trying to get closer to you, even if it's difficult, even if there's a lot of obstacles in the way. They're like, but I want to get closer. I just want to be close to you. The Star in reverse. Yeah, I don't always take reversals, you guys, but they're important in this pile because this person felt like a lot of energy that needed to like shift. Something needed to change. It wasn't just fun and blissful and exciting. It was like there was also stuff that needed to... There's some shit that had to be dealt with here. And I don't know if this person really wanted to take accountability completely. You know, it's like this person kind of just barely put their wall down. It's almost like they were losing hope. We have Aquarius energy with the Star. This person is somewhat losing hope that they can make this work. Yeah, they're conflicted. They're definitely feeling conflicted here. Okay, so pile two's person, how did they feel the last time they saw my pile twos? Four of Swords. Yeah, this person felt a lot of tumultuous energy. They wanted to, when I get that feeling. Okay. They wanted to have some sort of intimate encounter, and they were hoping to, for some of you, it's like makeup sex, and they didn't get what they wanted. So there's this feeling of like the hope, or it was drained out of them. This person felt like, oh man, like I really wanted to get lucky with pile 2, but it didn't happen. That's the energy in your pile, you guys. This person really wanted to get lucky with you and it didn't happen. Okay. How did pile 2's person feel when they saw pile 2? Last time they saw pile 2. The 4 of Cups. They felt rejected. Oh, the Judgment in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Wands. They're not giving up though. They're gonna try again. They're gonna climb back up that mountain. And even if it's treacherous, there's the 5 of Wands, 5 of Staves, 2 of Cups. Oh, they're like, I'm not giving up. I just have to get back up and try again with pile 2. So they felt a bit defeated. They felt kind of sad. They felt rejected. They felt like they missed this opportunity. Capsized. Yeah. Look at, and this is literally, you know, somebody's riding the rapids, but they capsized. So if this person was trying to, whatever situation you were in with this person, they really wanted to have an intimate encounter. And yeah, their hopes were slightly dashed against the rocks, literally, when, you know, you're on a boat on the rapids and you get dashed against the rocks. Some of you, you know, with the Adventure Tarot, went on some sort of adventure with this person. But yeah, they got riled up, they got intense. But there's something that this person is like, they're showing me the moon here and the moon here. There's something very repressed in this energy. Like this person has emotions. Yeah, there's a Knight of Wands and the Scout of Swords. Okay, this person has feelings for you, but it's really difficult for this person to give up their freedom. This is somebody who's like, I just heard hit it and quit it. So this has a little bit of a player's kind of energy, or hookup or dating or situationship energy. And maybe this person, maybe you're like over it with that. Maybe you're just like, I don't care. I'm tired. I'm tired of you. Like, there's a lot of obstacles between you and this person when it comes to being able to be like together. Just serenely, calmly floating in this little romantic swan boat instead of like riding the crazy rapids. Yeah, this person's a bit of a wild child. And they're very curious. And yeah, they want to get back up and climb back to the top of the mountain. Ace of Cups, Scout of Pentacles. All right, so if you are, well, really doesn't matter if you're dating this person or not. Whatever your situation, I don't feel like you guys are in a relationship though. And they're not giving up. They're going to come back around and they want to try with you again. Whether it's to go on another date or to hook up again or to talk to you again. But some of you feel not, why did I say some of you? Some of them feel like, for some of you, there's a message here that this person's like, would you give up already? Like, just give up, give up. This isn't going to work. So I don't know if maybe, if you feel like I'm reading your energy and not your person's energy, I just got a message. So that could be what you are feeling. Yeah, some of you are feeling that. But I am also feeling cross-watching, so I got confused for a second. Some of you are feeling like, give up already. Like, I don't, you aren't realizing my value, so stop taking me to the top of the mountain and then like throwing me off the cliff. Like, I've had it. So you could be blocking this person from having any kind of intimate encounter with you because they're not showing up correctly. So there's almost a feeling of like, this person isn't realizing, they keep making the same mistake or repeating the same mistake. So they're not really realizing what they're doing. They keep creating the same pattern with you. So if you were hoping that this person has realized your value or your worth or has changed in some way, I'm not really feeling like this person is in that place. They're just kind of feeling like, well, I'm just not going to give up. I'm going to, you know, continue to try to get this particular behavior, this need met, this behavior acknowledged. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going though. Okay, so pile 2 person. What did they feel the last time they saw them? Love language, gift giving, tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories. Some of them wanted to give you a gift, or they may have given you a gift. Yeah, there's a very sweet feeling here. Someone could have actually given someone a puppy. Okay, I think they're moving in across the hall, so sorry for the background noise. Okay, bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. So they wanted to give you a gift. They felt like giving you a gift. They felt like bonding. They felt like getting to know you better. They felt like they wanted to put their walls down. But this is somebody who's like, they're just kind of like, I don't know. Like they could have been feeling like nostalgic in some way here too, about a time when the two of you were together and happy and sharing with one another. So some of you who did break up with this person, or, you know, there was some sort of fight or conflict or block here. And maybe this person, they're just not feeling super hopeful. And they're also not feeling like they want to, it's like they're afraid to do anything or get into anything serious here. Okay, so pile two's person, how are they feeling? Falling in love, sudden feelings that this is the one. That's interesting because that's over Ace of Wands in reverse and Four of Swords in reverse. So I don't really feel like this person was falling in love. It feels more like a lusty sort of energy in this pile. I'll get a tarot card on that in a second, but let's see one more of these. Benefit of the doubt, give your relationship a chance. They kind of felt like maybe they wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt if the two of you were, see, maybe they felt like you were falling in love with them. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Like maybe you were falling in love with them, or that you're in love with them. And they were thinking maybe I should give pile two the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I should give this a try. Maybe we should get to know each other. Maybe we should actually like try to, you know, make this work. So there's a part of them that's like losing hope that they can just continue this sort of cycle with you where there's not like a commitment here. I'm not feeling commitment. And they're considering it. Twin flame union, heart, body, mind, and soul. Okay, so this, they could have felt like you're their twin flame. They could be feeling in love with you, but they don't. This person's not feeling very hopeful that there's going to be an actual awakening or a union. That's really kind of what I'm feeling if you're identifying with the twin flame message. Otherwise, they just felt a lot of mirroring, and I'm feeling it in this pile, so I am confused. Like, who's in love with who? Like, who's resisting who? Who's, you know, trying to hook up with who here? So it's like this person wants something that they aren't sure is possible here. So their feelings are a bit like chaotic. Okay, so how are they feeling the last time they saw pile two? Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. So yeah, they were missing you. There was a lot of desire with this person, but there's sadness here too. They may have even cried. If you didn't see this person when they saw you, they could have been looking at photos, or they could have been spying on your social media, or you could have been on their social media. And like if you like liked their story or their post, or you watched their a video of theirs, or they knew somehow that you had been watching them or spying on them. For some of you, that's going to apply. That actually brought up a lot of emotions in this person. So they missed you, they craved you, they want you, they felt a lot of passion stir up, but they were like, I don't know if this is going to work anymore. I don't know if we can do this. Yeah. But they were craving it. And the reason I keep saying I don't know is because we have the star in reverse, which is losing hope, and judgment in reverse, which is not really being open, not wanting another, they don't want to bring this back to life. They feel very hesitant. Okay, I'm sorry. This reading can be hard to hear when, you know, sometimes people are like just not ready for something. So bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Yeah, this person was wearing a mask. They were trying to hide their desire. They were trying to hide that they missed you. And some of them felt like they were calling your bluff. So some of them felt like you were bluffing. Like if you were trying to reach out and like start something again with this person, they may have been like, nah, I don't think so. You're just going to hurt me again. So I'm hearing like I called your bluff. So that's just take what messages fit you guys, because I am feeling mirroring. Yeah, memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Yeah, this person misses you, and they were feeling like a reminiscing sort of energy, and they were feeling like they were dwelling on you. But also, I do feel like this person is not, they don't trust this situation. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean, messages, curse. So Halloween could have been important in this connection. Someone here could be a witch. Someone could feel like they've been hexed, or they're in a negative mindset. Single, lonely, solitary. So this person felt maybe like confessing that, yeah, they feel like rejected. They feel kind of negative. They feel kind of lonely. Yeah, chemistry and distracted. So this person honestly feels like they're kind of coming through and telling me they feel like you're distracted. They feel like you are, maybe the two of you are hooking up with other people. So that's why there's this feeling of like, I don't want to know. It's bittersweet to reminisce about you. I don't want to start something up with you again, because like, honestly, this connection, it just feels like we're cursed, right? Like, this person's also saying like, I feel like I'm like destined to be alone. You know, left alone with this spark. They feel like, yeah, and if they didn't commit to you, right, this person was sidetracked or whatever, they feel like cursed by their own decisions. Yeah, one day, someday, another time. So this person's just kind of in this passive energy of like, I had all this desire. I wanted to hook up with you. I wanted to feel these feelings again. I wanted to feel what it was like if you guys were in a relationship. Some of you broke up with this person, or you never quite got into like a stable relationship. It was a situationship, but there was a lot of mutuality. This person's like thinking about communicating with you, but they do feel like there was some sort of deception or dishonesty or something needed to be said. And they just don't trust this. And they don't feel ready to embrace a commitment or a relationship. This person's like, well, yeah, maybe we could hook up, but even that made this person nervous, and they kind of wanted to just get away. Because there is a feeling of like, I'm tired of crying, I'm tired of missing you, I'm tired of feeling like alone. There's a repeating pattern going on here between the two of you, that this person's like, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay. And at the same time, they wanted to. They didn't, but they did, right? This person's like, maybe I need to come clean and I need to actually admit my feelings, like that I really hope and desire. That's a very strange noise. That is definitely not the people across the hallway. I'm going to pause for a second, you guys. Okay. The sounds are gone. We had someone scraping mud off the sidewalk with a snow shovel, and then I got messages from my son who was needing to be picked up because he was sick at work. And okay, so there could be children, a lot of distractions, a lot of obstacles. Someone could have children, or there could be a lot of things competing for you or your person's attention, because everything happens for a reason. And sometimes this happens and it's because you need channeled songs. So we have What's Love Got to Do With It by Tina Turner, and Losing My Religion by REM. Both of those came through in the car. Whew, okay, so everything's calm and settled. So where were we? So yeah, and I was getting muddled because you are mirroring with this person. So I was actually having a hard time determining whose energy was whose. So actually I needed that little break from the energy. So let's just move forward with this deck. Anything else about what pile 2's person was feeling towards pile 2? Also, there could be a twin flame connection that is interfering with this. If this doesn't resonate as feeling like a twin flame, this could be that there's this twin flame energy that's pulling you or your person away from this. Also, that's coming through. So how are they feeling the last time they saw my pile 2's? The chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. And here I'm like catching my breath. I'm like, So this person may feel like they're chasing you, and they may feel like you're chasing them. They may just feel that there's codependency here, that there is that there are abandonment issues coming up in this connection. Yeah, and someone could definitely have, you could have a child with this person, or there could be, you know, children involved in some way on either side. But yeah, this person is afraid of being abandoned. But they're also coming through and saying, like, maybe they feel like you're afraid of being abandoned. I do feel a strong energy of runner and chaser, and that like swapping, flip-flopping. So at this stage, though, this person felt more like, yeah, just in general, that this is a codependent situation. Okay. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, and perception. So we have reminiscing coming through here twice. So some of you did not actually interact with this person. They were looking at photos of you. They were, you know, reminiscing, and they're just, yeah, they're hiding behind some sort of mask here. It does feel like you may have your back turned to this person, or they may have their back turned to you right now. Okay, so how are they feeling? Coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn, transition, tragic endings. So there could have been some sort of tragic loss in this person's life, or your life as well. So that could be causing this person to revisit their past relationships. It does feel like the two of you must have had some sort of really difficult ending. And it does feel like this person really does want to move on. Like they really want to run away from this at this time. But they feel like they can't. They feel like compelled toward you. So there's this fleeting, intimate intensity, this like lack of hope, this unreliable sort of energy, this like wanting to come clean but feeling cursed, feeling lonely, feeling a spark, but being distracted, and maybe even by children, right? There were a lot of distractions. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. It kept the two of you from going deep. Maybe this person feels like you're distracted too. Like there's just too much in the way, too many obstacles. So I'm hearing like what's dead is dead. So this person was waffling. That's why I'm having such a hard time with this reading too. Because they were going from like, I want this, I want to be with you, and I'm remembering all the beautiful times or moments, and this is hopeless, there's no point, you know, this is never going to work, this is just some sort of fleeting passion, I don't know how to, you know, move this to calmer waters, or, you know, make things right with pile 2. There's a lot of desire that's like bottled up here. Love. Okay. So yeah, there's affection. They did feel love, okay? And they love you unconditionally. And they are working on self-love and feeling whole in themselves. They do feel a lot of attraction. And they felt like this desire to just dive into it, but it was so conflicting for this person. So okay, I gotta get out of this energy. I'm just gonna get you messages from them now. They were confused, you guys. All right, what do they need to say? It's uncanny what we have in common. Our love is so complex, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, it's complicated. You're worth the wait. Tell me your deep, dark secrets. I'd love you regardless. Yeah, it's almost like this person wants to get behind the mask with you. But they're afraid. They're afraid to like, I'm hearing like there's some skeletons in the closet here. There's some stuff that's buried that needs to come out. And the walls need to be dropped. The mask needs to come off. I want to be the reason for your happiness. I'm so drawn to you, I just can't get enough. There's not a promise I wouldn't strive to keep. And I'm so happy the hard part is over. I took you for granted, I won't make that mistake twice, and being with you makes me feel 10 feet tall. Okay, let's see. Reveal, I want to tell you the truth. Okay, confession and revealing. So there could be some sort of religious connection here. Specifically, Catholicism could be for some of you. But there is a feeling of, yeah, somebody's hiding something here. They need to tell you. Neglected, I failed to give you what you need. Overwhelmed, the stress from this is draining me. Yeah, depleted, drained. Escape, I left when things got hard. There's another message about that too. So this person really wanted to have an intimate encounter with you. So if they did like cut and run, they were trying to avoid getting in too deep with you if the two of you can't be together. Mistakes, I wish I could right my wrongs. Yeah, they want it. I think this person wants to tell you some of the things that they've done that you don't know. But they're afraid that if they were to reveal these things to you, that you wouldn't care about them or love them anymore. You wouldn't trust them anymore. Soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Daydreaming. I'm always longing for you. Yeah. And unsatisfied. I wasn't happy with the way things were going. Unworthy. You're a better person than I am. Yeah, this person doesn't want to repeat the same pattern with you. So they're very, very hesitant. They're very cautious. Okay, you guys are getting a couple of these. My feelings are deep, but they confuse me. And I would rather stay in a calm, clear place right now. Yeah, they were just like, okay, I gotta go. I hope you can forgive me for all the mistakes I made and the chaos I caused. Life has been really hard lately without our long and meaningful conversations. I miss them. I miss us. I have intimacy issues, but I still crave love, so I pull away and come back when I feel safe. And romance is something I'm not very good at, but I'm going to try. Friends first is the way I'm able to feel safe trying again with someone, and I haven't forgotten you. That has some sort of stain on there. You're like a stain on this person's heart. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not even going to tell you what the other message was from that. Okay. All right, you guys, let's get you some advice. This energy is very chaotic. It's very frenetic. It's uncomfortable. There's a lot this person needs to tell you that they have not, and they're afraid that if they were to tell you that you wouldn't actually even feel the same way about them. Interesting. Unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Yeah, there's a lot of like misunderstandings between the two of you about your intentions and who's involved in this, like other people as well. We have 45. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. So the advice here is interesting. He's got a bow there. So Sagittarius energy. It's okay to be supportive of this person and to show that you care. Let's see. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. 12. There is something about religion or faith. Be supportive of this person's religion or faith. That's another thing that's coming through with this message. Maybe this person can't be with you because you have different cultural or religious backgrounds and it just wouldn't work. Or maybe they're already in a connection. They already have like a marriage. Like, you know, marriage is usually a religious spiritual ceremony. It's become more of a legal thing for a lot of people who are not religious, but it initially meant, you know, that people were being joined by God. So there is something here about if this person's with somebody else, like respect that, respect their faith, respect their religion, respect their beliefs, and respect their commitments. But also there's something about having to be genuine with this person and to have faith that the two of you can heal this if it's something that you want. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do to help this person through all this internal chaos they're going through. They need to come to some sort of terms with their feelings for you. They need to desire something deeper with you, and they need to be the one that comes clean and can open up with you. So be supportive. If you're supportive and you're gentle with this person, if you really do want them to open up and start telling you the truth, and you want to heal this and you want to bring this back into balance, there is a need to like try not to jump down this person's throat, even if they've done a lot to hurt you, or, you know, there's been a lot of complications or jealousy, or, you know, they put you in third party or whatever's going on here. It's like, show that you care and try to be respectful, because care and respect here. So try to maintain the care, the respect, and the faith. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have to say, I don't think I've ever been quite so uncomfortable in a reading. So I think this person's very uncomfortable with the connection between the two of you right now. And they may have caused it. I mean, I'm seeing a strong energy of this person really causing a lot of the problems and obstacles here, but yeah. Okay, so spiritual, yeah. Affectionate, wow, that's wild. I love how that all connected. Engaging, younger, LGBTQIA+, rise. That's actually an organization that does therapy for people who have like SA trauma. So that could relate to this. That's sexual assault trauma. I do feel like the two of you are going to rise above these issues. I'm hearing like the sun will shine again too, like the darkest hours just before the dawn. That could be a feeling of like having to see the light at the end of the tunnel with this as well. It's been something that's been needed in this connection. So we have man bun, or, you know, beard and all that, curly hair, plus size, short, slender, waiting for this union. Yeah, this could feel like both of you are just wanting and craving union, but there's too much going on internally and like externally for this to come into alignment right now. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen, a spiritual awakening, and a realization. Maybe somebody needs to let go of some sort of religious trauma or really restricting beliefs that are keeping them from truly understanding the nature of this. And we have South Africa, Australia, and North Africa. Okay. We have, not Capricorn, that's Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, and Sagittarius. We have a 6, and a 5. We have another 5, so 55 and 66. We have 777, 333, 4444, and 11. So those numbers could be important to you. And 4 letters. We have B, M, J, U, Y, T, E, Z, another Z. I just heard ZZ Top, sharp dressed man. I'm a sharp dressed man. U, yeah, somebody could like dress like this guy here. A, P, O, X. Someone could be Year of the Ox. Someone could be in like AP classes in college, like super smart. I'm hearing also AP English. You also could have met this person on an app. We have M, P, another A. So that's 2 A's, 2 P's, another T, an I, H, E, 3 E's. And was there another C? No, just this C. Whew, okay, we got through the reading. Sending you lots of love, pile 2. This feels complicated. If you like this or it was helpful, please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype. I do personals. My email's in the description. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or video, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 3. If you chose the amethyst and the Bravery card with the oak leaves and the purple hair streak butterfly and the Under the Oak Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we have your grab bag with your confirmations for the end. So there'll be signs, letters, numbers, and other attributes. We have the overall energy between you and your person at this time as well. So let's get into how your person felt the last time they saw you. We will also have messages and advice in this reading today. So you may have had to be very brave in this connection. Acorns and squirrels could be significant. They are in my life. You could live where there's a lot of oak trees. This could be a connection that is, I'm hearing like ancient. So this could feel like there's some sort of ancient history or roots, past lives, or even just you've already like built a life with this person and something has grown from a seed into like a full-fledged tree, like a family tree. So you could have a family with this person already, but just take all that how it fits you and let's keep going. So create your own happiness. So this could be a connection where you've had to create your own happiness. You've had to sort of, I'm hearing like vibe in your own lane a little bit. Where's my little butterfly? She doesn't have, you know, anything revealing, but you never know. YouTube is tricky like that. So, yeah, there's a fear. I'm feeling the fear. I'm feeling the anxiety, the fear. So you've maybe had to step back and learn how to make yourself happy, and be brave enough to be on your own, maybe from this connection. But there could be a feeling, I'm feeling 9 of Cups energy, like when you fill your own cups and you truly know how to make yourself happy, then you are able to, you know, love without fear. So that could apply to this connection. We have graceful dance. Lift each other during both high and low times. Inspire, hold footing. So someone here could be a dancer. Yeah, you could have been with this person through highs and lows. You may have been married to this person. I'm getting like, you know, the first dance at a wedding. Someone could really like red, wear red dresses or strappy sandals. Someone could wear a tux. Like just because, like I'm hearing like sometimes the two of you may have just dressed up just for fun to go out dancing and dress to the nines. So somebody could dress to the nines even though it's like they're the, they tend to overdress for occasions. That's very specific, but that's for some of you. We have heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Something about, I'm hearing the pink moon, which is, I think it's a full moon in the springtime. I'm not sure what season the pink full moon is, but that's coming through as important. So you might want to look that up. Yeah, there could have been a lot of mixed signals. Somebody here could have felt kind of messed up. There could be some blocked emotions on one or both sides. We have released the past. So this could be a connection where you are trying to let go of the past, and here's falling leaves here. So something could have happened in the autumn or in the fall in this connection that was significant, like a reunion, or that could have been when you split with this person, or some sort of event, some sort of dance. Also, something about high school dances, and so maybe you've known this person since you know, high school, a really long time ago, high school or college. That's going to be for some of you. We have long distance, so some of you are at a distance from this person, or it's been a very long time since you've seen this person. And we have the Queen of Wands. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, especially the feminine, doesn't have to be. I'm also seeing pyramids here, so Egypt could be important, and sunflowers. There's a really strong magnetic attraction here. I almost feel like this has been a situation where one or both of you has had to kind of glow up, and really there's a lot of confidence needed here. There's like an intense need for clarity, confidence, and handling life's blows gracefully is what I'm hearing. Okay, so pile 3's person, how did they feel the last time they saw pile 3? The readings have been interesting today. We had a lot of interruptions with pile 2, so hopefully that won't happen with your pile, but thank goodness I have a pause button. So pile 3's person, how did they feel the last time they saw my pile 3's? We have the 9 of Cups. Right next to the card I just mentioned was really giving me that 9 of Cups energy. They felt a lot of chemistry. They felt really happy, a lot of emotion, a lot of attraction. And they did feel like that was mirrored back to them from you. Yeah, very interesting. This person could feel like when they look in the mirror, like they feel your energy. So there could be a soul connection here, resonating with like feeling this person like underneath your skin. Okay. What did pile 3's person feel the last time they saw pile 3? Ace of Pentacles. There was a desire for a new beginning here, an opportunity. Interesting though, there's this little salamander or snake here in the water. So maybe this person felt like they wanted to, and there's a little sneaky little black cat here. So it's almost like this person, maybe they saw you and you didn't see them. So they could have seen you in a picture or in their memories, in their dreams, or in some sort of like reading or oracle scrying or something. Or there's a feeling of like sneakiness, stealthiness. Like this person wants to sneak up and like offer you a new beginning here. So they felt like they wanted to pop up and pounce on this. Okay. So okay. I didn't even finish that, but the sun. Yeah, there was a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure, a lot of passion, a lot of warmth, a lot of attraction. They're showing me the glowing end of this crystal that's coming up out of the ground. So there was a lot of desire, a lot of attraction, like you lit this person up and they wanted to give you something. They wanted to offer you a new beginning, but there's a lot of chemistry here. But it's a very joyful chemistry. It's an emotional chemistry. It's not just like lust and passion. It's emotional, and they were feeling like they wanted an opportunity to have a new start here, something real, something grounded. How is pile 3's person feeling when they saw pile 3 last? King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that snake energy. Yeah, this person wants to like snatch you up. There's a unicorn here, and the sun is flying away with this, it looks like a young woman with a blindfold on. This person wanted to sneak you away. They wanted to snatch you up and take you away. So maybe some of you are in another relationship because there was a feeling of like sneaking you away from something. They were feeling a really strong, like electric intensity here, but a desire to show up and offer you something real, something stable. If you broke up with this person or divorced this person, they still feel like they are your partner. So there was a feeling of like, that's my person, whether this is new or the past. Some of them are, trying to let go of something in the past that is keeping them like blocked. And so the last time they saw you, it's like they wanted to free themselves, like liberate themselves from this past and really go after a new beginning here with you, whatever the past was, whether it was with you or someone else. Okay, so how was pile 3's person feeling the last time they saw pile 3? The Page of Wands. Yeah, wow. And look at, they might have felt like they were cooked. I'm hearing they were cooked. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm thinking of my son's best friend in elementary school. We used to go to their parties. They were Filipino, and they would have this whole pig that they would roast, like the whole thing. So that could be significant. Any of that could be significant. Best friends from school, the Philippines, roasting boars or pigs. But this person felt like maybe they were going to be in some hot water here. And there is a feeling of a lot of desire, but it's like smoldering, like it's emotional, it's liquid, it's not just like fire, it's like liquid passion and electricity and heat. This person felt very intense the last time they saw you. And they were definitely, some of them, you know, the Page of Wands is when I think about you, I touch my self-guard. I don't know why I'm so awkward today with these messages. Maybe because I realize now that people in the hallway can hear me in my building. Okay, continuing on. I am filming at a desk that is right by my front door, and you can just hear everything right into the hallway. So lovely. Okay, so maybe there's something about other people and needing to hide their passion or their desire. Yeah, but they were on fire. They were hot. They got the hots for you the last time they saw you. Okay, pile 3's person. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I have to admit this message is extremely, like the pentacles are showing up as like giving you like physical passion. Look at, there's like an electrical energy between the two of them. So we have this rabbit here with these scales, and there's this like electrical energy. Like this person is, they feel physically, emotionally, and like electrically charged around you. And the last time they saw you, they wanted to transfer that to you. So, and they wanted it to be reciprocal. They want you both to get the goods, the good stuff. Okay. This is really, maybe this person is awkward verbalizing these things too. Yeah. Okay. So clarify the sun. What did pile three's person feel? Ooh, the Three of Swords. Okay. Hang on. Let me get one more card out and focus my energy. Judgment. So Scorpio energy, Pluto, the Eight of Pentacles. This person felt extremely passionate towards you. Their emotions are a bit messed up, okay? When it comes to you, they are feeling some pain, some heartbreak. They felt elated, and then they also felt like so much pain. So this person had a high and a low period. Like, in some ways you softened and you warmed them up. Like, you shone light on this person. You brought this person back to life. They were feeling cold and sad and heartbroken. And I'm hearing even like frigid. And you brought this person's passion back. You brought them back to life. The last time they saw you, they felt like they wanted to just surrender to this. They may have had a very huge realization about wanting to offer commitment here too. Actually wanting to be more equal and give more to you. So it's almost like they've been activated. Like you're lifting the fog. The sun actually, okay, Spirit, what are we talking about here? When the sun comes out, it dissolves, it like burns away the fog. Okay, so you are helping this person. And it's not just the last time they saw you, because they're coming through this reading and they're saying that your warmth, your glow, your spark, your passion, your happiness, your joy, it like burns away the fog and it melts the ice around this person's heart. And they feel like you're a very generous person. You're a very giving person. And they do feel sort of like a pig or like a beast. And like you're like so angelic and radiant or just pure in some way, regardless of your gender. And also the rabbit energy in this particular reading is giving me like fertility and desire and, spring. Easter could be significant for some of you. That's coming up on April 5th. They want to work on this with you though. And there's a lot of messages that are coming through. This person wants very deep, very intense intimacy with you, but it's emotional. And they feel like when they saw you the last time, they felt like maybe the two of you were working on some sort of making progress. You could even work with this person. So maybe they see you in the morning at work. And then by the time that the work day is over, they go home and they feel kind of sad and heartbroken. For those of you that maybe work with this person. But they want to work on this with you. They felt like they wanted to really pay attention to you too. And there's a lot of like, what I would do to pile three if I could get my hands on pile three. So yeah, a lot of fantasies. But they want to bring this back. So if this is a breakup, this person wants, with judgment, like that's a resurrection. That's in a relationship that can often be like, I want this again, especially with the King of Pentacles. So this person wants the two of you to be in a commitment. They want you to belong to them. And the Ten of Swords, wow, and the Ten of Wands, they want to work on whatever this painful ending. It's like a burden for this person, these feelings. There's a feeling of like, I don't want this to be over. So 10-10 coming through. I don't want this to be over. And this is kind of like frozen, and then there's fire here. So yeah, I'm hearing Fire and Ice by Pat Benatar, and I'm also hearing Cold as Ice, and I'm hearing not a song, but like Dry Ice. Interesting. So maybe you saw this person, they saw you at a party, or they felt like they wanted to. How does Dry Ice can have to do with Halloween? Because the people use it a lot at Halloween. But yeah, I'm hearing like love drought too. 2 of Wands and the 10, and now the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This person felt like they wanted to make plans with you. They didn't want it to be over. This person feels very complete and very happy and very joyful with you, but they also experience this feeling of like wanting some sort of painful cycle to end and feeling very burdened and overwhelmed by their passion and their emotions for you. And feeling like they want to protect you too. I'm just getting that feeling from this bear here with this girl. And almost feeling like you tame them in some way. Like you calm this person and you tame them and you bring light and clarity and you help this person, you inspire them, like you activate them. Sorry. Queen of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the Wheel. You are very sweet energy. This person feels your sweetness. They feel your emotions. They feel a lot of emotional and passionate and overwhelming energy. This person gets a little bit up in their head too. Like the 10 of Swords is a lot of anguish, and the 10 of Wands is like the most burden that you can have. And it's almost like they're like, there's a way out of this. We can end this. We can work on this, and we can find a way out of this into happiness, into joy, into love. We can make this happy again. 5 of Swords, the Wheel. Like we can turn this around. Okay, so how did Pile 3's person feel the last time they saw the Pile 3's? Perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious way. Yeah, there's a sense of completion. Like your end game here. Like everything that I've been through has been worth it. Yeah, they feel like there's a sense of harmony and completion between the two of you. But I do feel like this person, there's something here about somebody being very blocked and heartbroken and struggling to open up. So that could be your person. Take that how it fits you, because I feel like that maybe it's both of you. Spirit soul path, a personal evolution within your relationship. Yes, something here is evolving. And I do feel like there's some sort of awakening here. This person's like, I want to take this to the next level. I think we're a good match. I don't want to be confused anymore. I'm coming out of confusion. I'm getting clarity. Okay, I'm healing from my heartbreak. I'm letting go of the past. I want to work through this, even if it's difficult. I want to make this work. How are they feeling? Life partner, your romance is stable, ready to go the distance. Yeah, this person wants you to be their life partner, okay? And if you were their life partner, they want you back. That's how they see you, even when you're not together. This person's like, no, Pile 3 is mine. Okay? And bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. Yeah, this person feels like you're the one for them. So they felt like you were bonding. There was a commonality, a mutual give and take here is what they felt. Even though the two of you are a little bit different. Maybe one of you is more emotional and one of you is a little more passionate. But it's like the two of you share the same pain, even if it wasn't between the two of you. It's something about both of you having a really difficult past and wanting to lead each other out of that and open doors to a new, stable, steady future. Signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. So they felt like they were receiving some sort of signs or clues, maybe that led them to want to see you, or when they were with you, they were feeling like a heightened sense of synchronicity, or things about your interaction were giving them clues and signs. And they could have been trying to give you clues and signs that like, hey, I want to take this to the next level, or, you're my person. Okay. How did pile 3's person feel when they saw pile 3, please? Lust. Distracted, sidetrack, change, or delays. It does feel like there's some sort of distance. There could be an ocean between the two of you. This person could have had other issues that were getting in the way of the two of you. There could have been some distractions. They could have realized that maybe they were sidetracked and they should have focused more on this connection with you, on giving to you more. It was very healing for this person to see you, but there is something where this person is struggling to focus. Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible, and chemistry. Attraction, spark, passion. So they were feeling, some of them were feeling, if they ran away and the two of you saw each other again after a period of ghosting, or, this person running, they felt that spark, that passion, that intensity. Some of them could have felt like running from this passion also. They could have felt it like, okay, this is so intense, this is too much, and I'm gonna run away. Yeah, so they may have been giving you mixed signals, like giving you the signs and clues that you're the one, but then also the last time you saw them, they may have ghosted you. They may have tried to run from this passion, this desire, and distract themselves. Peace, balance, harmony, friendship. This image is also on the grounding card in another deck I'm using. I'd be curious if it came out. It did come out in pile 1 as well, so that might be the opposite. Like, that could be, one could be you, one could be your person. Pile 1 or pile 3 could be like mirrors. They felt, yeah, this is a really strong friendship. They felt balance, they felt harmony with you, but they ran from the passion. They ran from the desire. Yeah, because it feels like they were like, if I dive into my feelings, I'm cooked, I don't know why I keep hearing that, but okay. How did pile 3 feel the last time they saw pile 3? Coffee cup. So you may have gone out for coffee with this person. You may have just been talking. Yeah, some of you, this is someone that you've recently met and you both just have, you're divorced, or you both have a lot of pain and heartbreak that you're still working on. This could just be a friend who has feelings for you and they're trying to give you clues that they want more. But they felt like they were savoring the moment. They felt elevated. They felt happy. They felt like you two were building something together. Some of them may have wanted to ask you out for coffee, on a date. So some of you, this is just a friend who felt like asking you out, but they're kind of running away from this passion, this desire, and this seriousness of this at this time. So they felt like seeing you again. And definitely if you went out for coffee with this person, they were enjoying that moment. So whatever the connection is at this time, or was when you last saw them, they were definitely wanting to build the friendship. They did feel like a harmonious, mutual, reciprocal connection. They felt like this was a great opportunity. They saw the potential for commitment. There was a lot of warmth, a lot of healing. You were like kind of helping them clear the fog and the ice from their like cold, cold heart. I'm hearing Elton John, Dua Lipa now. All right, how did they feel? Pile 3's person, how did they feel last time they saw pile 3? Sword and Rose, clarity, truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination. Yes, okay, they wanted to protect you. They wanted to reveal to you that they do see something here. This is a revelation. There's a truth that this person needs to face with you. They do want to protect and honor you, and they want to make you theirs, but they know that they have to build or rebuild the friendship. And if they were distracted and they ran away because this was too intense, or they gave you mixed signals before, they're like, okay, I need to come clean. I need to be clear. I need to be true. They may have come to some sort of clarity that they really want to build this. They want to get to know you better. They want to bond. They think that maybe they felt like the two of you were incompatible in some way in the past. For those of you that have some sort of history with this person, they're realizing like, okay, maybe we need to like slow this down and work on our friendship and like be more determined to build this in the correct way. Because the King of Pentacles is like the sugar daddy. He's the reliable one. He's the married, you know, stable, financially stable and grounded partner as far as, you know, tarot is concerned. And it doesn't mean your person has to be a man, but that's just the qualities. You know, that's a fatherly energy. It's a stable, loving, grounded energy. And so I'm feeling like your person felt some sort of clarity that they may currently be running from. But I do feel like they are working on getting up the courage here to return. Poker face, yeah, taking a chance, risks options, not showing hand gambling. Yeah, I really feel, especially with her behind the fan. Freedom, healthy space and room to breathe. This person wants to keep things really like slow and steady with you. So they do want to take a chance on you, but they don't want you to know that right now. They don't want to risk their heart. They don't want to risk your heart. So there is something about moving slowly and not fully revealing their emotions or their desires. They do maybe need to end something here also. They may need to end something. They may have something else going on that they need to complete in order to embrace the happiness with you. So I'm hearing to get one more of these. Death. Yeah, okay. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. Some of them need to break up with somebody. Some of them also, if you just met for a friendly coffee with your ex, they may feel like this is over. They want to take a chance. They're hiding that from you because, well, maybe some of you are like, no, this is over. I don't want this anymore. But they want to grow and transform beyond this. Yeah, they want a new phase here. Phoenix, rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind, rise from the ashes. So maybe they changed their mind about this being over. They actually want to try again, but they feel like they need to build this from a friendship. So they're repressing a lot of desire, a lot of passion here. And they're trying to be more honest, more clear. And they're hoping you can let go of your resistance to this. If you feel like, you know, they kind of messed up with you or gave you mixed signals or broke your heart. Okay. Addiction, obsession, restraint, codependent, possession, control, emotional block. Yeah, this person may have been struggling with an addiction but they did restrain themselves from trying to pursue this with you the last time they saw you. And some of them have gotten sober since the last time they saw you. So there's something about recovery here with coffee. Like, I'm just drinking coffee. I'm not doing anything else. Or maybe you even saw this person in a recovery group. Maybe this is someone you met in something like that as well. So that's that. Let's get you some messages. People are feeling a little bit foggy and a little intense. Today's reading's been challenging for me. Every single pile, I've just kind of felt like, oh, I'm too tired. Like I don't quite know how to take the next action. And we are just now in Mercury direct, like March 21st when I'm filming this. So if you're watching this when it's released, like people are just starting to come out of the retrograde and just go, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like things have been confusing and there's been a lot of revisiting of things and then like getting an opportunity to decide, like, do we want to do this again or not? So, all right. I'm so drawn to you. I just can't get enough. I'm eager to start a family with you. Yeah, for some of you, this is a brand new person who, you know, realizes that they really do need to put their past fully in the past because of how serious they feel with you. I was confused before, but it all makes sense to me now. Yeah, they definitely were confused if this is someone you have history with. My intuition tells me to take things slow. Yeah, that's a strong energy in this pile. My body says yeah, my heart says heck yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the Nine of Cups and the Page of Wands too. Like their body's like, oh yeah, but their heart is the one that's really starting to open to you, because you're softening and warming this person's heart and melting the ice around it. Our connection runs soul deep. With you, I want to experience the good, the bad, and the unpredictable. And loving you grows my heart immensely. Yeah, you're helping this person grow and expand. There's no one I trust my heart with but you. And I think that's why this person realizes that maybe you are meant to be together, because they really feel like they can trust you with their heart. It's easy being vulnerable with you, no hesitations. And you can't scare me away. I'm here for the long haul. And I'm in tune with what your body needs. This person's like, I got what you want. So you may have had intimacy with this person in the past. Actually, we're gonna do these because this is someone who's like trying to curb their spicy energy towards you, but it's there, and it's very deep and passionate and romantic. A lot of chemistry and a lot of like, okay, I think this might be the one, even if I was confused before. I want to shower you with kisses and make you melt into my arms. My desire for you is like a volcano ready to erupt. Yeah, I do feel like this person is coming in with more emotion though, and trying to have self-restraint here. I want to hold you all night and kiss your eyelids as you fall asleep. My body is consumed with desire whenever we are together. Sometimes all I can think about is our bodies intertwined. You make me feel so alive inside. Yeah, the sun, like you bring this person to life. You make them feel joyful, happy, like, yeah, bright, brilliant. I want to feel the power of your love crushing my fears. Yeah, I feel like you have a really strong, radiant, kind heart, and this person feels that. I got so many. I feel you deep in my soul. I want to devour you. You are so sexy. When I look into your eyes, time stops and heaven is unleashed within me, and I wish I could hold you right now. Okay, I wasn't planning on getting that many, but okay, one more. I can hardly resist you, baby. Aww. You are the only one who makes me this wild. I think that's also why this person's like, okay, maybe I should try. Maybe I should stop, giving mixed signals and avoiding this connection. Actually, I'm just gonna scoop those up, you guys, because I need the plate. So anyway, my face hurts, like my forehead hurts. I think you make this person smile a lot, and maybe they don't smile very often. So when they're around you, like, they're like, oh my gosh, I haven't used those muscles in a long time. All right, so we have Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius coming out in every pile today. We have Scorpio and Virgo. Actually, I jumped the gun on that. Usually I'm trying to do the cards first. This person could also need sleep. They feel very tired, like someone who is trying so hard to stay awake with caffeine, but really needs like sleep and healthy food. The caffeine ain't working anymore, guys. Okay, so we have poetic, relaxed, conservative, glamorous, intellectual. We have Earth Mother. So someone here could be a Taurus or a Libra. There's a feeling of abundance. Yeah, I do feel like this person wants to embrace this connection, or you could have this person's children, or they had your children, or they want to have a family here with you. You could have talked about family, building a family, and there's a pomegranate here, so that's giving me High Priestess energy too. So Virgo, Cancer energy, very, very passionate energy. This person, like, you are the hottest. You're the hottest. The hottie with the naughty body. God, I don't even like that phrase. I feel so weird when I say it. I've been so awkward today, you guys. I don't know what's going on with the energy. But anyways, we have mohawk, colorful hair, glasses, hazel eyes, piercings, caught up in the emotions. Yeah, this person is kind of afraid of getting themselves caught up in their emotions, but they are feeling the feels for you. They're just Coming to terms with it is what I just heard. We have the UK. I'm hearing you. Are you okay? Turtle Island, Canada. Turtle Island, by the way, is all of North America and Alaska. Okay, so let's get some numbers and letters and close out your reading. We have 5, 10, and 5, so 55. And we have 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 88, and 77. So those numbers could be important. Heart chakra. You know what? There is love between the two of you. Whether or not this person has been able to fully embrace it, whether they've been confusing, giving mixed signals, or whether this has been something that feels like, you know, there's too much past baggage, or there's other relationships that need to end. There's a loving bond. This person feels like you're a really good match. You have a really good friendship. Look at this. They're showing me, okay, there is an inner knowing. There is a heart connection here. There's some sort of telepathic like pull that the two of you feel, like an inner knowing that you're meant for each other, even through this fog. Okay, so this person is clearing the fog. Yeah, and I think they're finally realizing like they're hopelessly devoted and attached to you, and they crave you. Yeah, look at that, crave, and then longing, craving, aching, wanting. So this person feels kind of lonely without you. And I think that this is something that has really been a very sudden, or like it's an epiphany for this person. It's a realization that they are coming to that I don't feel are 100% ready to reveal to you, most of you. Okay, that's the wrong box. We already used that one. All right, we have A, M, U, U, U. It's all about you. P, A, so that's 2 A's. V, X, another A, so 3 A's, 3 U's. Another M. Another P, L, E, Z. Okay, les. I can't deny that I'm seeing that, so we could have some lesbians here. We have another L. We have a V, 2 V's. Oh. And we have another A, so that's 4 A's. Someone could have 4 A's in their name. I have 4 A's in my first name. I have a lot of A's in my name. We have a T. Also, someone needs to do their 1040 EZ for their taxes if they're in the United States. Yeah, money. Something about money here could be significant. I do feel like this person wants to give more to you. Like they're feeling like they need to treat you really well. Like you're a very abundant person, that you deserve good things. And we have a W. I'm hearing to get a few more letters. We have a lot, but I have to listen. Okay, we have a D, K. I always see Donkey Kong every time I see that. A Z, another V. I'm hearing like vivacious, vixen, voluptuous, lots of V words. Someone could be learning some sort of like language or vocabulary, because I'm also seeing like A words and U words. Okay, R and another E. I'm hearing take it easy. Take it easy. I don't know what that song is, you guys. Slow ride. yeah, take it easy. Okay, that is your reading, Pile 3. It's a little bit, I'm feeling kind of punchy. I don't know if this person like imbibes in things. That's another energy that's kind of coming through. So maybe they're trying not to. There's a feeling of like trying to abstain from that sort of thing as well. So, and you are quite intoxicating for this person. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype. It helps me a lot. I do personals. My email's in the description. And if this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or video. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.